Hey guys, Legionary here. This is the first in a new series of 5-minute PvE guides. This one will focus on the Protection Warrior. First off is race. For Alliance characters, Night Elf and Dwarf racials are about equal. I would go with Dwarf personally because of the extra defensive cooldown, and the fact that on-use abilities are more likely to save you during burst than passive ones. Other races have situational benefits, but are mostly minor. Tauren are usually the best race for Horde with a flat health bonus, although other races offer stun and slow reduction, as well as goblins offering the jump ability to get out of sticky situations almost immediately. For stats, you need to keep enough stamina so that you don't get instantly killed before your healers can do anything to help you. Mastery and other avoidance takes priority over stamina when you reach this point, however. It's worth noting that getting enough HP isn't a huge issue anymore for new tanks, with the random heroic buff being 15% and the basic Justice Point gear being such a high item level. Your parry should be slightly higher than dodge to make use of the Hold the Line talent. However, you can't spam parry because of the diminishing returns on each avoidance stat. In terms of reforging, ensure you have a good balance between parry and dodge, otherwise reforge to mastery. Alchemy is a great profession because it is versatile. It results in either a massive stamina boost or increased resistance and avoidance through mixology. The same is true for blacksmithing, again offering either substantially increased stamina or avoidance. Not much to say here. In terms of gemming, the following are recommended. Enchants are also simple. You can check the video information for links. In terms of consumables, the flask or elixir you will use will depend on the fight. If you're taking a lot of spell damage, use resistance elixir coupled with mastery instead of steel skin. Always use mastery food. This single target build disregards AoE abilities to prioritise threat and damage on a single target. Safeguard is picked up as it can be a lifesaver. It's a strong defensive ability on other players with a very short cooldown. There is only one glyph choice, that being the last major glyph. Just use what you feel comfortable with. In the AoE build you lose Safeguard to pick up all the AoE tanking abilities. There is one spare point to use at your discretion. Piercing Howl is great for kiting to avoid damage, especially with Protection Warrior mobility through Heroic Leap, etc. Glyph of Sunder Armour can replace Thunderclap, as it's good for building threat on a secondary target. Relying on it too heavily, however, can disrupt your single target priority. On single targets, keep Rend, Thunderclap and Demoralizing Shout up. You should prioritise threat on the pull, however. From then on, use the priority system shown. Shockwave is very useful on the pull despite it being an AoE ability, as it cannot be dodged or parried. It can solve the frustration of losing aggro immediately because of RNG. AoE tanking is a lot of fun. If you use Heroic Leap into a pack of mobs while spamming charge, both abilities will go off, giving you additional threat and rage. Apply Rend and spread it to all of the targets with Thunderclap. From then on, use the priority system as listed, with Rend being reapplied through Thunderclap. Spam Cleave is a rage dump. Inner Rage is also useful for this. You can Berserker Rage on the pull for additional rage. You can also use Retaliation. To be honest, you can do whatever you want. You won't lose aggro as long as you press a lot of buttons. In terms of user interface customization, Tank Spot is a great source for macros. A personal favourite of mine is shown on screen and in the info below. It allows you to Sunder Armour a target in CC through a mouse over, without breaking it, as it does not start auto attack. This is great to stop a mob getting onto a healer after their CC ends, allowing you to hold on to Taunt. In terms of add-ons, Tidy Plates is great for keeping aggro and improving spatial awareness. Omen is fairly standard and self-explanatory for tanks. Apart from that, use what helps you, just don't spam your screen with useless fluff. That was Prop PvE in about 5 minutes. Let me know which class and spec you want to see next. Until next time, see you then.